I'm Jeannie from ASTROHYPE PINKBLACKVIVI. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about astrology, spirituality, and lifestyle. So today in this video, I'll be talking about intimacy and dating astrology, and the subject is about Venus of one partner lands on the other's partner 8th house. So I want to open my video about saying the 8th house is very deep house. So usually when judging long-term exclusive relationship, we have to look first in the synastry. I'm not saying about composite and division here. I'm saying about synastry. Dating and intimacy astrology always look in the chart of synastry of two people of the 8th house to see which planets of this person land on the other person 8th house. Because as I said, when judging long-term exclusive or even a spouse or marriage relationship, and everybody want to come to the point that you're dating the person and then it's coming to fruition, right? You don't want to date the person and just like bye-bye at the end, right? So that's the reason why I make a lot of video about 7th house and 8th house, okay? Then now let's talk about synastry. What is synastry? Synastry is a technique that you put two charts of two individuals in specifically love relationship on top of each other to see which planet from this person land on the other person chart houses, okay? And like I said, my video is focusing on love relationship, marriage, significant other, spouse. So I will talk in that perspective because as you guys know, synastry, we can put the chart of each individual because every relation in our life established is called relation. It's not just love, okay? So for example, we have a relationship with our parents, our sister, brother, our colleagues. It's also called a relationship. But specifically, I'm talking about love and also partnership in love and also long-term exclusive relationship, also like marriage, okay? Like I said, when you put two charts together, you see your planet, your Venus, or your partner Venus is land on the 8th house of the other person, which will make this aspect. And please considering to read the CUSP, because I know that I used to be reading a lot with whole side houses system, because when you read for the person directions or life force and other thing in their life, I suggest you should read from the whole side house system, as I also incorporate whole side house system in here. But the only problem with whole side house system in synastry, because we come across a lot of people in our life. Even we come down the street and go to the coffee store, we can meet a client of us. For example, you walk in a coffee store and you can meet a client, and the client can have their Venus land on your 8th house. Doesn't make any significant love relationship with you, okay? So please judge the CUSP, and maybe I do some video in the future just technically teaching you how to see the CUSP. But the CUSP is when you have I put down the link below, the completely free website and very trustworthy website for you to put on your birth data and your partner birth data, and you can pull the chart. And please change the house system into the default house system in Astrology's website, or the other maybe called whole size default too, okay? Default house system, they will turn out to have the CUSP. And when look at the chart, you're gonna see the CUSP of the 8th house, and that CUSP is very important. That lies of the CUSP is extremely important, because that lies is telling about the CUSP and the degree. So the degree is very important. So like I said, one person planet Venus land on the other person 8th house CUSP, okay? And see the line of the CUSP, which degree, and then to chart that you have to see the Venus land on it conjunction. Conjunction would mean is below that CUSP 2 degrees, 0 to 2 degree, and is above that CUSP 0 to 2 degree. So which means, for example, you have the CUSP of the 8th house is in Leo, right? And then Leo 7 degree, right? So if your Venus or your partner Venus land on the CUSP of Leo if your Venus and your partner, Venus is 7 degree, 8 degree, 9 degree, or 5 degree, 6 degree, 7 degree, so which means it's make a conjunction, so we can watch this video, okay? So please keep in mind, because I'm come to my conclusion already, because it's completely important with synastry, okay? Now let's talk about the quality of Venus. Venus is the quality of harmonious beauty and love and relationship and partnership, and Venus is also more of our want. It's not need. Need is the moon side, but want is more of the Venus side. And our design, okay, ours ultimate design in life. For example, somebody design money, and Venus also represent money and finance because it's originally ruled by Taurus. Then Taurus is the second house, originally ruled in zodiacal wheel, and Taurus is also cash, money, finance, and that is the drive force of a person's life. We want comfort, right? We want possessions, we want luxury, and we want money, okay? If you have money, obviously it's going to be happy, okay? Even you don't be happy, okay, I buy the ticket to go somewhere, vacation is happiness, that right there, okay? Okay, so money is a very extreme important factor in our life, okay? Money, cash, finance, possessions, okay? And it's ruled by Venus. Also Venus also ruled by Libra, and like I said, love, relationship, and harmonious love relationship, and good stable income and finance is our want in life. It's not the need, because talking about a little bit, I would want to put a little bit here, right? I know it's not related, but I want to separate the want and the need. The need is a basic thing. For example, we have enough food to eat. Okay, for example, you don't need wine and dine, you don't need fine art to look at all the time. You just only need certain amount of food to eat each day for you to be full and to be healthy. Okay, then you need a healthy health to stable your life. When you have a healthy health and mind, you can go to work and do other stuff in your life, right? You don't need a big house. You want a big house, and the quality of want here is more of a Venus. So like I said, Venus is all the good things, okay? Similar to Jupiter, it's a lower level of Jupiter, right? Idealistic want, okay? So we want something idealistic. And you put the planet Venus of desire so much and want so much, and also creativity, on finance, good food, good drinks, harmonious relationship. You put in the house, the cusp of the 8th house. The 8th house is very deep house. Until today, not much of the astrology textbook can explain exactly what is the 8th house, because the 8th house is also death and transformation, but we cannot know what's there. It's very deep, very dark house. So just say that, oh, death and transformation, but transform to something, watch something, we cannot tell exactly. We can tell the other rest house, but we cannot tell really about the 8th and the 12th house, because the 8th and the 12th house very hidden, how we couldn't see it. Even comparative with the 4th is a little bit easier for us to recognize, right? But the 8th house is extremely dark, so you cannot see within the process of transforming yourself. A lot of things happen in that process, and you don't know. And also rule the ups and downs. The 8th house rule ups and downs because it's originally ruled by Pluto of Scorpio, and Pluto, and also Mars. And Mars is very sudden thing. You do something sudden, you attack something sudden, cut something sudden, and it's transformative in a sense, like I said, but it's ups and downs, and it's also psychology. And today I have to say that I've been through a lot of therapists in my life, okay? Psychologist is the most hardest thing to practice and to do. That's why a lot of therapists and psychologists out there fail to do their job, because it's not easy to do. Psychology is not like, oh, you go and just listen to people. No, it's the whole main thing to guide people in the right direction. And it's a career that transforms people's life. If you do a good job, then the person you guiding as a psychologist perspective, that person will change their whole perspective in life. They improve their life. If you do is not good job there, you're gonna ruin the whole individual. So I just put it in the consideration. Okay, I'm not a therapist, but I went through a lot of therapists, so I know how they work there. Some therapists is good, some therapists is not, and it depends, you know, on your circumstance, who you meet, you know, who is your therapist, who you work with, you know. And if you have the luck, you might meet somebody is really good. Like I said, the 8th house also rules psychologists and therapy and on the transformation, or it's rule the joy access of two individuals. For example, you and your partner have the bank account, have a business together, everything joy together is there. Okay, in the possession business related to finance quality will be there. Okay, the 8th house also rule the sex, okay, intimacy, and very important to look at each of the individual too. For example, you have Venus a conjunction with the 8th house cusp of the person and vice versa, but you have to look separately in there in your guys natally chart also to see which aspect is made to you or your partner Venus, the square, the trine, the moon, the opposite of others planet. Also look at the 8th house of each of you guys to see what is there in the 8th house. Maybe your partner have Saturn in the 8th, or you have Saturn in the 8th. Is more restrict the quality of the 8th. Okay, but I'm just telling one aspect at a time, so please keep in mind. But in generally, it's gonna be right 20 to 40%. Okay, believe in me. So all the quality of the 8th house here, but the 8th house is very great house. Like I said, it's 8th house is a best quality of 8th house when we judge its long-term relationship and partnership is the quality of stick through thick and thin. And this is very important to have to achieve in a couple's life nowadays, because today it's easily to say, okay, this person don't match me, they have 7 more billion people in the world, so bye bye, I will moving on or whatever. It's not that. Relationship is based on how you guys practically improve it together to the point that you guys couldn't, like, I'm not saying about toxic relationship, I'm not saying like abusive one. I'm not saying, oh, this person abused you and you should stay with the person. I never say that. I'm just saying that relationship nowadays is easily to fall apart because the quality, maybe you don't have the planet in the partner 8th house, okay? Because the 8th house will be a very sticky house. I love to say sticky, okay? It's sticky, and it's like a glue. When you have a conjunction, you have to check a conjunction, right? The Venus land on there. The glue will stick that planet to that conjunction line, okay? Just put it like that. Simple is the best, okay? Stick it that to conjunction, and it's hard to take it out. And like I said, you want to be with a person. You don't want to have relationship, fall love, little here and there, okay? The good side about Venus in conjunction with the cusp of partner 8th house is you guys will have a very good finance together. So once you join finances together, and like I said, finances and love relationship is the most important thing in our life, okay? Practically talking, I'm not saying about higher mind, okay? Practically talking is you have to have love. You have to have certain amount of possession and finance in your life in order to have something fall back to, okay? So the joy of finances is great. It's fantastic if you guys do business together, if you guys have joy account together, if you guys pay taxes together. Don't say I'm saying, okay? If you guys have this aspect, I suggest you go ahead and pay tax together. But if you want to pay taxes together, you have to have either business together or you have to marry to each other, okay? But I'm sure if you have other thing, support for this aspect, you will have the marriage, okay? Then I want to say one thing else about Venus is not a planet to show if you guys have a good sex or not, okay? Like I said, I try to say it very nicely, okay? Because I don't want to be blurred out saying that the 8th house is about intimacy and sex, and a very deep sex. It's not like a 7th house or not like a 5th house. 5th house is more of a one-night stand. So you hook up and bye-bye. The next morning, you know, you go separate ways. The 7th house is more of a love making, you know, foreplay. But the 8th house is more deep sex, transformative sex. The intimacy and the sex part is, for example, you never experience some certain type of kings, because the 8th house is more of king sex with king ways, okay, like S&M and bondage and stuff like that. You never experience that. But when your Venus come into this 8th house cusp, it will bring out a lot of this quality. So bring out the quality of like, oh, I want to experience this sex, I want to experience that sex. It's different, but it's transformative. And they have a sex called tantric sex. I'm started to learn about it, but I read books and I ask people around who practice in tantric, right? And tantric sex is very healing sex, and you can even heal physical wounding by tantric. So practicing tantric, some spiritual gurus and stuff like that, after they're practicing, they enhance the quality of healing others people, okay? But this is very deep, okay? So not talking about it, but I'm just saying that you have experienced different dimensions of sex in practical way. Like I said, S&M or whatever, the sex that you never experienced before, okay? So Venus land on here, it will bring out this quality. But the thing is, it's not like the moon land on the 8th. The Venus will kind of like back up. So if you have you are a Venus person, or your partner is a Venus, so whoever is a Venus person in this connection will feel like, oh, I want to back up from this, you know, this is not what I want, you know. This is what very intense, because Venus seeking, Venus originally ruled by Libra. The sign Libra is harmonious, and also Taurus, and Taurus very chill and cool, calm, collected, and you know, chill, lay back. That's the quality in general of Venus, of Libra and Taurus, and second and the 7th house, okay? So when Venus, the person who owns the Venus planet land on here, they kind of like back up from the sex quality, but they more inclined toward of the quality of joy, finance, and possessions. So more of practical, materialistic, good quality in the 8th house is less than of the intimacy part of it, okay? Because as I said, Venus, not like the moon is the mind and we want to experience it all, okay? But Venus is more of a harmonious thing. So when we're looking for harmonious, we don't want to try new things, because it's the quality of stability will be here. So if stability is not here, we have to seeking for ups and downs, and ups and downs is more of different kinds of intimacy, different kinds of sex, S&M, and the Venus person don't like that. The Venus person will back up, okay? So I suggest you guys, if you have this aspect, please considering with your partner, maybe the 8th house person always want to experience some different things, okay? But you can tell them to watch my channel, or you can explain to them a little bit and try to persuade them to tone it down a little bit, okay? Also with the up and downs, also the 8th house person always want to seek transformation, and through crisis, through resources, and through ups and downs, and through love, intimacy, sex and whatever. So the Venus person, like I said, the best quality of Venus in the conjunction with the 8th house cusp is just only bring out the materialistic finance, okay, joy, business together, but not the quality of how I say, not the quality of crisis, not the quality of therapist, not the quality of sex and intimacy. Okay, so tone it down, please. If you are 8th house cusp person, because you will scare the Venus person away. Sorry guys, my camera is cut off. Okay, it's out battery, but to be continue, like I said, the Venus person will be out of whack with the 8th house cusp person, because like I said, Venus is generally seeking for harmonious, and when you put the Venus here, the only great experience you guys will have is just like vibing financial together and have a big fun together, like a budget together, you know, a bank account, big bank account together, and also whatever side you have in the Venus and the 8th house cusp, okay, it will bring explode quality of it, because it's also Pluto, and Pluto originally ruled by Scorpio and also the 8th house, and Pluto is, and also Mars is ruling the 8th house, right? And the quality of it is go and get it, and you want this quality to explode in the 8th house. And because 8th house is others, people, money, like I said, Venus is also finance. It's great to do business together, so it's the best quality there. All the things I don't think is good enough, and please forgive me because I always say the truth. If you read it, and like I say, I'm not the person, that astrologer that telling you guys no, you shouldn't do it, even though it's really no with the Venus in this aspect. Okay, if you just only have this and not have supported things, so I think the Venus will run, okay, run for life, because the quality of like too much up and downs, okay, with the 8th house cusp, and the 8th house cusp person always vice versa also, some certain situation the Venus person will bring out this quality, but more of the moon, because moon I'm sorry, more of the 8th house cusp, because the 8th house cusp is more of carrying this forward, okay. The Venus always bring the quality into the house, okay. Planet person always bring quality to the house, but the house person is more of the carrying through, okay. So do it throughout the relationship, okay. So please, if you have this with your partner, so please tell your partner to tone it down, okay. Both of you guys tone it down, and maybe watch my channel, watch my video to know that if your partner always like up and down and seeking for transformative and crisis, always fighting, because the fighting, verbal like fighting, also some part is like how I say it, physically fighting also, okay, because the 8th house is very explosive house, okay. Sometimes it's like anger. This is quality of Pluto, and Pluto is very just like a atomic bomb, okay. So Pluto is like psh, out of nowhere. One day your partner, like a Venus person, go back from work, and the 8th house person like, where you go, what you doing, blah, 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 you know, that bring out the crisis, and the Venus person that seeking for harmonious will back it up, don't like it, because we want harmonious, Venus want harmonious, okay. So this, and the last thing I want to say is, because the 8th house is also the wheels. Pluto energy originally ruled the 8th house. 8th house Pluto is the wheels, okay. So all those people, money, somebody die in your family or whoever, and you have the wheel passed down. If your Venus or your partner Venus land on the cusp, stay very next, very close to that conjunction. If one of the partner have to separate first from each person, right, and one person have a wheels, then it's gonna be really great amount of wheels, okay, because Venus explode the quality of a lot of financial here. That's why I say it's great. Or even you guys do business together, the business will be explode, okay. So very sorry because the video cut off at the end, but this is what it is, okay. I always all over the place. I forgot to charge my camera all the time, okay. So please forgive me. Please go watch my 12 rising ascendant signs, and every others series I make is very interesting. I have vlogs also, dating, intimacy. I have the whole bunch bunch of clip in the dating intimacy, and you guys can read, can learn from my video little by little, and then you combine everything together and you can read for yourself, because that intention I do YouTube. I want to teach and guide you guys to do for your own self, read for your own self. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe in my video, so I can pop out there and I can make more interesting in the future. I can make more very interesting about spouse, okay, because the spouse is very juicy thing, marriage, spouse. So in the future I will focusing on making spouse video and relationship. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day, night, everyone. Bye.